Punching Bags from Boxing Media Incorporated. If you like real, hardcore boxing truth, like, share, and subscribe, because this is where you need to be for the real talk. You know what time it is. Yeah, boy. There's a lot of jackasses in the sport these days, a lot of them, that don't know what the hell they're talking about, but, you know, with a guy like me, and I don't gotta put my resume out there, you know what I mean, but let me tell you something. Some of you dudes need to put your resume out there because you don't got a resume. You never did. You never boxed. You don't know a damn thing about boxing. But yet, you know what activists say. You sit up, you know, first thing they'll say to a guy like me, who's a retired professional, been in boxing my whole life, basically. But the first thing these jackasses say to a guy like me is, what makes you think that, you know, just because you was a retired pro, that you know more than me, or that you know, your opinions matter more than me, and all this nonsense. I'm telling you, it does matter more. You know why it matters more? Because I've been there. I've done it. You did it. You know what I mean? It's called authority. I have an authority. You don't. So don't give me that nonsense about let's be fair, let's even, because I got an opinion too. You better don't mean a damn thing. You don't mean a damn thing. Get out of with that nonsense.
It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some very, very, very interesting news. Oscar, the Golden Boy De La Hoya, offered Floyd Mayweather $100 million to have a rematch of their 2007 showdown when they were both obviously significantly younger fighters. And Oscar De La Hoya recently, he stated that he would give Floyd Mayweather a guaranteed purse of $100 million.
Interesting, my ass. What? Can't believe you said that. You know what? You gotta get the face. You get in the face.
He's been in the ring more recent than Oscar De La Hoya, obviously. And, you know, Floyd Mayweather, you know, retired undefeated. This is an interesting showdown. Now, a lot of people, they're going to claim that they're not going to watch it. They're going to claim that they're not interested. But everybody's going to watch it. This is truly groundbreaking. This is shocking. This is interesting. Again, people are going to claim that they don't want to see the fight, but they're going to tune into this fight, okay? To stack the undercard of this fight. And not to mention, you know, people still have belief in Oscar De La Hoya, and they still have belief in seeing Floyd Mayweather lose. So people will tune in just to see if Oscar De La Hoya can actually pull it off.
Hey man, listen, Blue Blood. Undercard don't mean a damn thing. Listen, undercards these days are full of just jackasses that the managers and promoters just trying to build their record up. So the undercards are full of kids with 5, 6, 7, 8 fights that they ain't fought no damn body. So they're just trying to pad the record. So back in the day, just for a little education for you guys, back in the day, undercards was full of nothing but championship fights. In other words, if you had a championship fight main event, the undercard was all championship fights. Go look back in your history of boxing and you'll see that even Don King threw them, by the way. They dogged Don King, but them cards was quality cards back in the day. Quality. And the undercard was full, not of a bunch of young jackasses trying to pad their record with bums. And I shouldn't say bums, but it is what it is. Whatever, with tomato cans. But now the undercard ain't full of nothing but jackasses now. But back in the day, the undercard was all championship fights, all championship fights. So don't give me that nonsense about the undercard.
This is going to be an interesting event, because that's what it's going to be, an interesting event. Oscar De La Hoya, both of these guys are huge competitors. Both guys, neither guy truly have love for one another. So the rivalry and the competitive nature of both guys is going to see this be a competitive fight. Because you best believe Floyd Mayweather is going to come in there looking to knock out Oscar De La Hoya. And Oscar De La Hoya is going to come in there looking to knock out Floyd Mayweather. And in the exhibition bout, it's not going to be an exhibition bout. It's going to be anything but. Okay, it's not going to be what you expect. And people are expecting to see two old men walk out the ring with walkers and get in the ring and you know, put on a snooze fest. That's not what you're going to get in this situation. You're going to get a real boxing match. Don't be surprised to see Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis as the co-main event.
And listen, some of you dudes like Blue Blood Sports, you know, you guys got a big fight. You got a responsibility, Blue Blood. You got a responsibility. And you got a large following. And listen, by the way, for you jackasses that say, you're just hating because you got a large following. You don't. I got nothing to do with that. I'm about tradition. I'm a boxing historian, a boxing traditionalist. It's not about popularity. This is why I'm boxing now, all this popularity. I'm telling you, I follow Blue Blood. But I'm saying, you know, some of the stuff, like when you was talking about, what was you talking about? You're falling into the trap of money. It's not about money. How many times I got to drill this into you guys' head that it's not about money. Alright? It's about tradition and culture and boxing pride and belt pride. It's about something a little deeper than money. See, Floyd got us with a money. Floyd got all that nonsense habit. Now, Blue Blood, you're falling into that same trap. Okay, slowly but surely. And I get it. You know, maybe it's your business. You want to make it your living, whatever. That's fine. I don't care how anyone makes that. Well, I think how you make a living. But my point is, if our man makes money, that's his business. But I'm saying, you gotta sustain. Is that the word I'm looking for? Sustain? No. You gotta protect the integrity of boxing. In other words, you can't sell out. You know what I mean? You can't just because. I mean, it's like, you can't, when you talk about Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, and then you defend it, and you say, well, it's going to be a great fight. How can it be a great fight? You guys are 140 years old. It's not going to be a great fight. Or you say, it's going to be a competitive fight because they're coming, they don't like each other. If you got 200-year-old fighters, and they don't like each other, that isn't going to make it a great fight. You follow what I'm saying? In other words, you're basically saying just because they're old, it's not going to be, you know, it'll still be a great fight. No, it's not going to be a great fight. If talking about Floyd's got something personal against Oscar, he's going to try to knock him out. Let me tell you something. Go look at the last fight of Floyd. He was trying to knock with that Paul kid. Couldn't knock him out. So it ain't about the desire to do something. It's about, do you have the ability and the tools left to do it? You understand what I'm saying, son? It's not about the desire. I wanna do it, have a good fight. I wanna knock this out. It's about, can you knock? If you know anything about boxing, you know that the older you get, anyone can tell you. This is elementary to boxing. Anyone that knows anything about boxing. Elementary. That your reflexes go. One thing fighters know is that when they get older, they can see the opening, but they can't react to the opening. Okay? So that has absolutely nothing to do with desire. You understand? Nothing. So when you say, well, they got the desire, they don't like each other. It's gonna be a great fight because no, it don't got nothing to do with desire. It got to do with Father Time always wins. Alright? So what my point, what I'm upset about, Blue Blood, is when you say stuff, I watched one of your videos and you're talking about, and hey, look, I don't care about you, but listen, I know you got a lot of following, but I don't care. I don't care about your trolls, your supporters, none of that crap. They ain't doing what I always tell you guys. Ain't no, two things I tell you guys. I say, I got my pain, I'm a 7 pain, you don't like my pain, too bad. That's one. And two, and the second one is what? Ain't nobody that want my ass. I ain't no my ass. Alright, so I don't care about your followers. So you come on with your followers defending all that nonsense. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? My point is, stop defending this junk like that. That's what's wrong with boxing. We're becoming popcorn. Becoming pop. Blue Blood, becoming pop, man. Defending the nonsense like Floyd. So they're going to make $100 million gate. Who gives a rat's ass? Hey, listen, here's another thing. Blue Blood. Ask yourself this. Who's supporting you? Okay, if you go to my analytics, most of my supporters are from my age bracket, obviously. It starts about 35 to 55, 60, around that area. Now, if you got a bunch of 17, 18-year-old jacket, who do you think follows Ryan Garcia? Guys like me? Of course not. It's teeny boppers and schoolgirls and 17, 18-year-olds. If this is your followers, this is coming in your comments, and I'm not saying that's all you got. I'm just saying if, hypothetically speaking, if that's all that's coming in your comments, then you need to ask yourself, what am I, you know what I mean? What am I putting out there that's attracting these kids? You know, I don't give a damn if any kids watch my videos. Listen, I'm about real. Real. Alright? So what I'm saying is that when you don't defend stuff that is popcorn. It's all popcorn, baby. Popcorn. I don't like popcorn. But boxing shouldn't be popcorn. Take popcorn to TMZ. Take popcorn to the boxing channels. These jackasses don't know a damn thing about what they're talking about. You dig what I'm saying?
I don't have a horse in the race. I just am telling you what I think. But with Tyson Fury, with everything that Tyson Fury has done, I'm actually hoping that Deontay Wilder wins the fight just to make everything right. And then hopefully, if he wins, maybe there could be a fourth fight, because at that point, stuff will really, there would have been 3 fights. There'd be 2 wins each and a draw. So maybe they would do a fourth fight. I wouldn't be against it, provided that that Tyson Fury is not cheating, which I definitely believe that he did. But
guys are making it. Let's say this guy is making an excuse. And anybody that's affiliated or was affiliated with Fanon, they're making excuses for him, only meanwhile to slander his name, to make his name and their circle less popular, because if Wilder falls again, they can go back. He cheated. I know he did. We're going to create some more shit. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do anybody him nonetheless. So them seeing him getting beat is injustice in their eyes, because they follow this man to that degree.
Then you got channels like, watch this channel, what is it, Counter Punch Boxing? So I think that's the name, Counter Punch Boxing. Yeah, this dude, man. And I guess, now, look, how I see it, and I don't, again, let me recite this again so I can make it perfectly clear to you, son, that I got my opinion, I'm gonna give my opinion, you don't like my opinion, too bad. I have to patent that. I find I gotta say that a lot. But anyway, Counter Punch Boxing, seems to me that I seen you getting on Finn and all them guys. Look, it's not about challenging other people, alright? Yeah, that's what I'm preaching. You don't like I'm preaching. Not about challenging other people. The channel shouldn't be just, let me just find this guy and challenge him. You might say, that's what you're doing. No, look, first of all, I'm an authority on bar. I don't want to hear none of your arguments. All right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, man, you just challenging people. You want your channel just about challenging people? You shouldn't be talking about boxing. It shouldn't be about fanning. You understand? It should be about fanning. It should be about boxing. Real boxing.
Want it to be, and not jumping, just jumping too quick to just sprout out words out of your mouth, superlatives or negative, either one. But to look at what you're looking at and then make a properly educated call on what you saw. Yeah, he used a better jab in that fight, but yeah, it was against a guy in Lemieux who's only a certain level fighter. I mean, please, not knocking Lemieux. He's a tough guy, he's a strong guy, he's a gutsy guy, but he's a guy who's available. He's a guy that, yeah, I would think that a guy with 400 amateur fights could show a jab against. You know, and he was available to show that jab against, and he did. But does that make him, you know, Jake LaMotta? Does that make him Sugar Ray Robinson? You know, does that make him Carlos Marzón? Does that make him Marvin Hagler? No.
Don't get me wrong. There's some decent. You know, you're gonna find your jackasses, and you're gonna find your educated. You're gonna find your guys, pros like me that know what the hell to talk. I mean, look, like Teddy Atlas. You know, Teddy's. I'm behaving like this with Teddy Atlas because, you know, initially he's one of my favorites. Initially, one of my favorites, but seems like now his head got too big. Like now, you know, Teddy Atlas, you got what I like to call the Bill Belichick syndrome. Like I'm right, you know what I mean, and I don't care. You know, 3-4 defense is what I'm a master of. So now you got a bunch of defensive tackles, but you still run 3-4 defense. My point is, if you should change to the 4-3, but your ego won't let you change to the 4-3. Your ego says, I'm great, so I'm not flexible. This is where it is. In other words, too rigid, man. Teddy Atlas too rigid now. Think you believe you know the old saying. You've been around boxing long enough. What do they say when you start reading your own press clippings? Huh, Teddy? Well, remember that old saying back in the day? Only old timers know that, so you should know that. Stop reading your press clippings. Okay? So, you think you're not as humble as you should be these days, Teddy Atlas. You're just not as humble as you should be. But I like Teddy Atlas. I think because he likes to speak about the mental aspect of boxing and the mental aspect of boxing, and that's what I talk about a lot. So I get it. So Teddy, like I said, sometimes I'm like, shut up, Teddy. But then other times I'm like, all right, I see what you're saying. So I'll go with that on Teddy Atlas.
You already know this is Paul Drunk Box, aka Mr. Moose. Shout himself. Nah, man, I can't handle this Anthony Joshua. I don't like. He's too nice, man. He's too nice, man. Come on, Anthony Joshua, you too nice. He's too nice. Come on, man. Anthony Joshua, look, he just tweeted this. I've watched the fight. I analyzed my preparation and identified my mistakes. I've learned my lesson. Thanks for sending love and checking in. Don't worry about me. My spirit is strong. I don't think that the people would question if your spirit is strong. The people would question, where's your killer instinct? That's what it is. Maybe Anthony Joshua killer instinct is back in New York City, where I'm from, MSG, Madison Square Garden, and he left it there after Andy Ruiz whooped his ass the first time. Oh yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, he beat him in the rematch, but at the end of the day, man, I think the killer instinct is at MSG. We gotta go find it in Lost and Found. I'm gonna go to MSG. It's only like a 15-minute drive. Yo, I gotta go to Madison Square Garden, see if Anthony Joshua heart is in the Lost and Found. Because yes, your spirit is up, but you're just too nice. You're just too nice. Too nice, man. Come on, AJ. Come on, man. We need that killer instinct, man. Come on, AJ. Don't tell me that you a slave to your endorsement, huh? And you're a proper ass. Come on, AJ, man. I got faith in you, but you gotta get that killer instinct back, bro. Huh? You great poupon English muffin Ian motherfucker. Come on, man. I got confidence in you, but yo, come on, man. I don't like that nice shit. You too nice.
my boy.
Nice.
You know, a lot of these guys got a large following, man. You know what I mean? And that's the in a way that's the tragedy, because everything's so popcorn now that like what I tell you guys in my other video, and I'm not trying to plug my video. You go to my channel if you want, check my videos out. If you want real talk, go there. But what I'm saying, man, is that boxing is popcorn now. So it's not about who's better, the better fighter, the guys who put the time in. It's now about who's more popular. You know, that's what aggravates me about boxing. And it's the same, who's more popular. So you get a fighter that's a good fighter and a guy that stinks. But this guy right here, knows how to manipulate social media to the point where he amasses 1 million followers. And this guy does not do that. But he's a great fighter, but he just does not do it. So, who does promoter want on their card? Ask yourself, you damn geniuses. Ask yourself, if you're the promoter, if we know who promoters are, promoters are promoters. They're gonna go where the money's at. So if Jackass that got a Twitter following of 1 million to put 80,000 people in the stadium and he can't fight worth a damn, when you got the good fighter who put the time in since a kid, Junior Olympics, Golden Gloves, Silver Mittens, went through like me, grew up in the sport, back in the day with the big ass gloves, headgear, ain't nothing, headgear bigger than your head, put the time in, and you got these jackets come out of nowhere, made a 5-minute video, and put it on Instagram, whatever, Instagram or any other. So anyway, this guy's popular, he sells tickets, alright? And this guy that came up the right way, but he can't do nothing because no one knows him, whatever. Who's the promoter want? Who does the promoter want? The promoter wants this guy. See what I'm getting at here? See what I'm getting at here? See, it's about popularity. It's about selling tickets. And all that is about fooling the masses. Okay? This is fooling the masses. This is what that is. Because someone that knows about boxing knows that this guy's better, okay? These days, I guess I better say guy and girl, but I'm not getting into that right now. This guy's better, but this guy stinks, but he sells tickets, and this guy doesn't. So the promoter says, eeny, meeny, money, mo, get your big body toe. If you all let him go, eeny, meeny, money, mo. You gotta go. Here we are. This is where your Jake Pauls come from. Listen what I'm saying. That's where your Jake Pauls come from. Because it's about popularity now. It ain't about skill and culture or pride or boxing history or just love of the sport. It ain't about, people don't, you think these jackasses that are about money care about the sport or the history or boxing is dying? Think they care? No, they don't care. Don't give a rat's ass. Don't care. You see what I'm saying? That's why the sport is deteriorating. That's why, like a cancer inside. You know, because now you don't gotta put your time in now. You don't gotta put your time in now. That's why you got guys like this, where these guys come from, the Jake Pauls, and that's why all these anyone wants to try to be a boxer now. Like anybody. Like I am a boxer. It aggravates me. Because I put time in the sport. I started training when I was 10 years old. I won my first title when I was 14 years old. New England Junior Olympic Championships. 14. Fight my whole life. Now, guys, just come out of nowhere. You might be what's that fat rapper? Or the big fat one? I don't know his name. Drake. Not Drake. I don't even know. I can't even think of his name. That shows you how out of touch I am with the rap game these days. But anyway, the big fat dude, there used to be a prison guard, and then he turned into a rapper. You know what I'm talking about. But ain't that dude, that fat dude. Like now, boxers like that. Like he was a prison guard, he wanted to be a rapper, so it wasn't no big transition. It was bing bing. Now he's a rapper. Same thing with boxing. You don't gotta put the time in since you was a kid. Now all you gotta do is say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna order a book on Amazon about how to box. I ordered the book. I'm gonna buy me some brand new pretty gloves. And next thing you know, I'm making videos and I'm a boxer now. What is wrong with boxing? You tell me. Alright? And listen, and all these guys I mentioned, you guys ain't helping. You're not helping by putting fluff on your channel. I don't care how many followers you got. Some jackass came in my comment and said, "What are you just mad because you only got a couple of hundred followers? You're just mad because no, jackass. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It has to do with me trying to preserve the honor. Okay, you ever hear that word, honor? Of course you ain't heard that word because you don't care about that. Because you jackass kids don't care about that. That's why the people that listen to my channel, Punching Bag Skunk YouTube channel, The people that listen to my channel are boxing historians, boxing experts, trainers, real boxing people, not popcorn kids hanging at the mall. Hey, I like boxing. Not that. That's not my demographic. You understand? And I don't want that demographic. Do you guys? Hey, when I ask that question to all you boxing channels out there, is that what you want? Do you want the numbers or do you want the substance? Huh? Tell me. You want? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Clicking, ain't it? Clicking, ain't it? Yeah. Because you don't give a damn about nothing but yourself. You know what that is? Selfish. That's why I call Floyd Mayweather. I say it again. I've been saying it. Ain't like I don't bite my tongue. I call you selfish, Floyd, because you won't start this nonsense. And I said it then, and I'll say it again. And if I seen you, I'll say it to you. Ain't no Kool-Aid here, baby boy, and it's hot. And that goes to all you other, if any of you crying, like don't like what I said, any of you guys, any last one of you. And I mean, I don't sell wolf tickets, okay? Any of you, you don't like it? Too bad. What are you gonna do, whoop my ass? All right, let me calm down. You're getting me all excited. I mean, it just aggravates me. Because we're just sitting here and we're watching the sport just get infiltrated by jackasses. Like I watch some of this stuff and I'm like, I even see some of these guys that are gym groupies, back in the day. Guys that used to, carry bags, carry guys that carry my bag. I carry a bag in the gym, great. Bag carriers. Now they're boxing experts and they're up there talking all kind of stuff. Don't know a damn thing about boxing. Boxing is dying, man. I mean, I got guys defending. I got guys defending guys like Jake Paul and what's that? Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor ain't even he's not even a fighter. I mean, he was UFC, right? Yeah. Back in the day, UFC guys used to come to fighters, all right, to learn how to fight. What the hell? No, 10, 15 years later, now they're fighters? I remember they didn't know how to fight. I know how to wrestle, but I don't get all that wrestling junk because I did this bull crap, They make up wrestling, and now they know it's boring. I mean, sitting there holding each other for 5 minutes, wasting time. So then the guys like I put in my other video, guys like Joe Rogan and all these commentators stuff. They make up these fancy terminologies like the backward twisted armbar, the suplex split chokehold, or whatever these fancy little they try to give it these fancy names, these transitions when they're on the ground. They put these transitions with fancy names to try to make it exciting. Boxing doesn't need that. Boxing is the noble sport of boxing since day one. We don't need a bunch of fancy fake stuff, and that's what's the matter with boxing right now. A lot of fake stuff is infiltrating boxing. That's why you got guys that claim that are challenging experts like me, and never did nothing, never boxed. And so you say, listen, boy, you don't know. What do you know? You can tell me how it feels. You can tell me, you can break down the dimensions of a ring measurements, and you ain't know it because you Googled it or you looked it up or you studied it or read a book, and you know just how big a ring is. 14 by whatever, 20 by whatever. You know the dimensions. But you don't know what it feels like to get in the ring. It's like a guy reading a book and saying, it tells you everything about peeing blood from getting hit with a kidney shot. But it ain't like you the one who got hit with the kidney shot and you have to actually go through the agony of actually peeing blood from a kidney shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing like experience, jackass. So stop telling me stuff like that when I tell you to shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. Don't tell me that, well, you don't have no right to say that because just because you did it, that don't give your opinion more validity than me. Yes, it does. It does.
Alright. We got the true champ here, Gregory. You know, Big Gregory. Undisputed champ.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Right there.
Video, huh?
Big Gregory, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Can't mess with him, man.
My dog right there. You know, that's
Alright,
Gregory.
you know what I'm saying? Garris, whatever, it ain't Gregory though, the real champ on here, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
J1,
yeah.
alright? RJ Watson 1983, telling you the real champ right here.
That's my family right there,
Hey, this
champ.
ain't no three-piece suit either. We
Nah,
cordialated.
nah, yeah.
We cordialated, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We
That's
cordialated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is nice right here.